r/AskReddit. What things really make you cringe? Self-diagnosed psychopaths. Reminds of that sociopath AskReddit thread where he unironically said head a lot. Influencers asking for support during these times. Or people who are influencers without having done anything. I get it that people will be influenced by famous people like singers, sports players, politicians, actors, etc. But the idea that influencing in itself is a career is fucking stupid. Way back when, people used to say that certain celebrities were famous for being famous, but it was a joking way of saying that they hadn't done anything of note in a long time. Now it seems like there really are people who are well known who have never actually done anything but promote themselves. When people post selfies of them crying. No joke, my friend's sister posted crying selfies of her and her kids when they had their dog put to sleep with the dead dog. Like, that's a private moment of grief, not a selfie opportunity. Ugh, I'm cringing so hard just reading this. What is wrong with people? When I remember my high school interactions in general. Go read your old Facebook posts. That's why I love that you delete those old posts as they show up in the memories folder. Time I was talking too loud at a wedding when I wasn't supposed to, and everyone at the wedding turned around to see what asshole wouldn't shut up. I was across a table from some friends who did this during the reception speeches because they didn't realize what was happening. The bride's brother is a pretty well-known actor and happened to be 5 feet away from them giving his speech, which he stopped in the middle to yell at them to shut up. When someone is obviously lying, reminds me of that one chick who got caught trying to put a hit on her husband for his money, and they played him the video of her saying she was 5000% sure she wanted him dead, and then she was like, no babe, that was a lie, please help me, they're gonna take me to jail. No. Edit. This link to the video can only be seen by absolute badasses. Extreme self-delusion. Usually it's funny enough to make up for it, but sometimes it's just so sad to see somebody who can't accept reality. When I remember that I do have a boyfriend, he just goes to another school thing. As an adult with a real girlfriend in another country, I feel like a high school fraud when it comes up. Lol. Videos of people getting caught in lies. Oh, I need to see some of these. Strangely. Recordings of my own voice. Yes, I always sound congested. People who post vague status updates on social media, such as the most horrible thing just happened to me, without providing any context. It's a cheap way for people to fish for attention, and it creates unnecessary worry for the people who care about them. Just got back from the emergency room. Bonus points if they post a picture of the hospital bracelet. When people make a joke but nobody laughs, and it's just quiet, I can occasionally be funny, but I must have a weird to subtle delivery, because there's usually a couple seconds of delay before my friend/coworkers laugh in a "I'm just now processing what you said, and hey that's hilarious" kind of way. But for those few seconds, when I think it missed, my soul shrivels up a bit. YouTube comment threads that are essentially an endless string of who else is listening in 2020? My face when I see it on video. I consider myself a good looking gal, but when I see my face on videos I look absolutely different from what I look in mirrors and pictures, whether selfies or that others take. Looking like a damn squirrelfish. And now video chat is required for work. The whole time I'm thinking, oh god, is this what I look like? Snapchat had me thinking I was cute. Then I downloaded Zoom, and oh the horror. Those videos of guys trying really hard to be sexy, biting their lips and looking down and brushing their hair back. They make me cringe so hard. Every time I'm in a group of people, I always say the wrong thing and they look at me like I have 3 heads and a penis growing out of my forehead. Shared couple Facebook accounts, specifically where they use backquote N as the middle name. Seeing an adult complaint like a child to waiters, cashiers, etc. My aunt flipped her shit at a game store employee because they didn't give her a good amount of money for a copy of Final Fantasy on PS3. Keep in mind she's in her 40s. Was it GameStop? I bet it was GameStop. Yep. My brother-in-law. The way he tries to flirt with anything with a pair of boobs and is 2 decades younger than he is, mostly female servers at restaurants. He treats male servers like shit. He tries to touch their hair or their shoulders without permission and makes the lamest jokes that no one ever laughs at except for him. The man hasn't shaved in years, and from the smell of it probably doesn't bathe as often as he should either. He smells like dog and burritos. I married his twin brother. I feel like I married the name brand version and his brother is the dollar store version. Remembering my past. You know, in rom-coms a lot of them start out with the characters literally bumping into each other. When I was in elementary school I tried to orchestrate that with my crush in a subtle fashion. I was back to back with her having a conversation with someone else, and I kept taking a step back to try and have her bump into me once she turns around, and she kept having to adjust where she was standing so she wouldn't bump into me, you know, like a normal person. I eventually had practically moved her into the corner of the classroom before she sorta just ducked out and went somewhere else. That memory haunts me. Saying something in a group and getting dead silence afterwards. Also thinking about the stupid things I've done in past social situations. Also waving back at someone who wasn't waving at you. Also my voice. Also having an idea of what to say in my head, but when I speak it just sounds a mess. Clickbait YouTube thumbnails. People who always post/talk about smoking pot. You smoke, that's cool. I used to, but Jesus, if drugs are your personality you might have a problem. Also TikTok cringe compilations. It's hard to find a good cringe compilation, but the TikTok ones are so hard to watch. Guys being overly aggressive at women who are plainly uninterested. I had to watch this 50-year-old guy beg to buy my 24-year-old friend a drink. She said no thank you like 6 times. Please just one drink. Please, so it hurt to watch. Folks who read motivational literature and then brag about what outstanding knowledge it contains. Once my friend's mom gave us all copies of a book called The Secret for Christmas. She stood up and made a speech about how it had changed her life. It was extremely cringy and made me feel like I had wandered into some sort of pyramid scheme recruitment meeting. People who are unnecessarily aggressive because they are insecure. People who overshare for attention on social media, mainly Instagram. I can't stand someone just talking about themselves to a camera like the entire world *NEEDS* to know what they are doing every minute of the day. A guy sending meme after meme to a chat group and no one responding, like ever. I feel called out. Public proposals. Videos of people at sporting events eating their budgers. Horny dudes trying to get a woman's attention while she's shopping or at work. Women who act drunk after 2 beers for attention. My coworker who told me her last boyfriend told her that her vagina feels like fucking a bowl of macaroni. When the super rich try to relate to ordinary people, it just comes across as so fake. Come on now, we are all in the same boat. A suburban white kid acting like a gangster cause he listens to rappy. Ima get my crew after your crew. His parents call your parents. Remembering that I liked some of Anision's videos. Seems like you reached the end of this video. Please like and subscribe for more, you magnificent human being.